to Dean. I'm going to send this link to Dean's. Hello, thank you for joining. If you are here for the recorded Dean live stream, thank you for being here. I'm about to post this in the Dean Slack channel. Private live stream for Dean's. Okay, so now they're going to start coming in, and I am here for questions, for discussion, for all sorts of things like that. Okay. Thank you for showing up. If you're watching this recorded, what I'm going to do in this live stream is I'm going to answer some Dean questions. I'm going to see how everybody is doing. Hi, first viewer. How are you? Thank you for being here. We've got 3 Deans in the house right now. This is a private Dean live stream. We've got 10. Hi, Lusu. Do I say, is it Lusu? Luku? Hajer. Hi, Algiers School of AI. Awesome. You really have been going at it. I'm very proud of you, by the way. Harshvardhan, Baril, awesome. Yeah, I know it's kind of late, Europe time, but I know. I'm going to get better. Brian, thank you for being here. Sayantan, great. Thank you for being here. Greg, Kelvin, hey, guys. Okay, so we've got a sizable amount of Deans here. You know, we are coordinating globally. Hi, Nikita. Hi, Aztec. MATLAB, man. Sayantan, Niraj. Carson, cool. Okay, so what are our questions, concerns, learnings? What do we want to talk about here, right? So I really just wanted to keep this as an open forum for Deans to voice what their concerns are or what their questions are about the future of the School of AI and what we're going to do next. Great, let's get right into this. Harshvardhan asks, I'm having issues finding a space to organize my first meetup. Any suggestions? That's a great, of course, that's a great question. I'm going to answer this, and Deans, if you have any suggestions, go ahead and let them know as well. We do have some meetup guidelines inside of the Slack channel. If you go to the topic, the topic, there's a link to a resource folder which shows ways of finding your first meetup. But the TLDR, the gist of it is to find local startups, tech companies that are using AI technology for their product, and then coming at them in a business development kind of way, a win-win situation. Hey, I've got a bunch of AI interested people. You've got an AI product. Let us use your space, and we can mention your product at the beginning, or plug your product at some point. And so that's a win-win situation, right? So that's one way. Another way, great suggestion. Nikita says, have you tried a public space? So a local library or a community center. MATLAB Solution says, first things, can we have some certification from you, Siraj? Yes. So a certification that defines you as a Dean. Yes, I'm wondering what the optimal certification would be. Would it be a LinkedIn certification? Because I can do that. I can do that today. I will do that today. Should it be a certificate, like a PDF? What would be the ideal certification that I could give you? MATLAB Solutions. Go ahead and, I think, 20 people, okay. Okay, that's fine, right? So Lusu says that he found a space, but it was limited to 20 people, and that's okay. Whatever works first, right? We're gonna iterate, rapid experimentation. We gotta start somewhere, right? All of us are very ambitious people, right? So that's what I found in your application, your social media profiles. I found a deep desire to help others with this technology, right? And so one problem that we ambitious people have is we want to start off with the best, greatest thing, whatever it is, and because that's our ambition, right? But it's okay if the first meeting, the first space, the first event is suboptimal, like it's only limited to 20 people, and you can't do any more, because it's okay, because we're going to rapidly experiment. We're going to do better the next meeting, the next iteration. We're going to keep improving every time. A PDF will be great, right? Okay, let me write that down. Okay, I'll definitely make a PDF. Okay, so PDF certification. I'll get that to you guys in the weekly Dean email. That's going to come out on Monday. Okay, so we are making progress here. Something has already come out of this live stream. The certification for Deans in the weekly email. Okay, I wrote it down, so it's happening. That's going to happen on Monday. For my first meetup, Hi, Franti. Thank you for being here. Yes, it is an official NPO, and on Monday, I will send you some legal documents for that. So let me just make sure to send legal docs on Monday. Send legal docs in a Bean email on Monday. Legal docs in Bean email Monday. In fact, we already have some bylaws that I've already sent in the Slack channel. But and I think one of the deans from the larger African continent, I forgot which country, has it already. But I'm going to send it again. Yes, some research should be initiated by School of AI. That's a great point. We need some research. And actually, one person already published a paper under the School of AI organization. They shared it in the Slack channel, which made me very happy. So to give you some insight, I'm in talks with Intel. I don't want to get you guys too excited, but it seems like they will fund some research, right? We're going to partner with Intel to do this. And I like Intel. And so that's what's the most promising direction. We're going to have a meeting next week to talk about what specifically the details are. So I'm in talks with Intel. And if it's not Intel, it will be DeepMind. And if it's not DeepMind, we'll crowdfund it. And if we don't crowdfund it, we'll find somebody. Okay, so that's not even a question, that we need to fund research and become a reputable brand, not just for teaching people AI, but for publishing research that moves the space forward. And we want our research papers to be published in these main machine learning circuits, like ICML, like NIPS, like ICLR, right? These are the conference circuits that the academics, that the industry people are going to, and we want to be a part of that. And it's not that, okay, and I also want to say that it's not that they are closed in any way. It's not like they're saying to us, no, you can't join because you're not a PhD. You can't join because you're part of Google. No, the machine learning community is a very open community in general. If you compare it to the other scientific communities, there is a culture of sharing already. It's just, and look, anybody can apply to have their papers presented at these conferences. The problem is that there is not a guide on how to do that outside of academia. So it's a problem of perception, right? Even though anybody who's outside of academia or industry could publish our paper. Yes, Joseph, it's Lagos. If we could publish our paper, to these conferences. We just aren't, because there's not really, we don't believe that we can. That's the first thing. And say there's not a guideline, a document on how to do that, how to write a paper. So by the way, I have a Dean's Bootcamp playlist. I made that with a suggestion coming from Novioko, and that's in the last weekly email. And what that playlist has is a bunch of videos on what deans need to educate themselves on how best to teach AI, how to write a research paper, how to read a research paper. Great videos specifically tailored for you guys, okay? So go for it, Greg. Re-ask it, please. Yeah. So the research papers is going to happen before Move 37 ends. That's my goal. I want to start funding legitimate research in our community using the funds that Intel provides. And I think that Dean should be a part of the process of deciding who gets those funds. It shouldn't just be me. What do you guys think? We should have a democratic process here of deciding how funds are spent for research. And that's going to take some infrastructure setup, and it's not going to be as fast, but I think that it would be nice to have, don't you? Okay, another question is a service that we could provide, like cancer detection. Yes, so I actually I just got off the phone with the Department of Defense of the United States yesterday, and they are looking for help using AI to help recruit people for the military, and they want me to be an AI advisor, and they're willing to pay a lot of money, and I'm not going to do it. So I thought about it, and like, it's cool, but like, that's not, no matter how much it is, that's not what we're trying to do here. So yes, we can take on contract work. Yes, we can take on contract work and we can do these kinds of services, but I think that that is like going to come after the that's going to come after the research guidelines or the research projects, right? So we're going to launch this. So Move 37 is happening. Right, I know, yes, I understand your point is not money. I just kind of wanted to say that as well, to give you some insight. I thought it was kind of cool, but it's also like, yeah, I just decided last minute, I don't care. Yes, so yeah, no, we're definitely gonna have some services, but let's think about that after the research directions, and we need to think about a way to do these services in a scalable way. That's what I was thinking, like getting deans involved is gonna make us, it seems like DeepMind and OpenAI are they used to seem like such untouchable organizations, like because there was so much money funded into these organizations that only they could do the work that they're doing. But now I'm realizing that with the talks with Intel that I'm going through right now, and with this research direction idea, that could be us. We could be the next DeepMind. We could be the next OpenAI, and I think we will be. Yeah. So because there's several trends in that direction. Let's first create a research environment. Agreed. Greg asks, how are we affiliated with School of AI? Yes, it's a good question, and I'm still thinking about how best to do that. We could just say, we need some kind of process where a dean will create their own course. They'll have content available in a sequential ordering, and then we need a way to link to that as part of the School of AI brand. As deans, you guys have already been approved, like your values, your mission statement, all of that has been approved to be aligned with the brand. And now it's just about how to link that in a way that is scalable. And I think what we're going to do is the first dean to give me some kind of curriculum, whether it's a YouTube playlist, whether it's a GitHub curriculum, whether it's whatever it is, I will find a way to put it on the School of AI website. I think just listing it on the School of AI website, maybe we can have a tab where it's like dean courses, and we'll just link to all of them in a centralized location. So it's kind of like a tracker for a torrent. It's decentralized. The BitTorrent protocol itself is decentralized, but trackers are centralized. So it's a centralized way of finding peers. And that's what we're going to have. So right now, deans are encouraged to either create their own curriculums for their local School of AI chapters. If they want to add additional online content, awesome, I can link to that. So the answer, TLDR, is message me your curriculum and I will personally add it to the School of AI website to start off with. I promise you that. Then we're going to create a scalable way of doing it such that deans themselves can add it. So we are in a process of becoming more decentralized every day. But to start off with, we are centralized. And right now, the checks and balance system that we have is just deans telling me how they feel and me listening. And that's how it is. So we definitely always want a checks and balances system. So that's what that is. All right, so yeah. Right, I think that I did craft a good curriculum, the Learn Machine Learning in 3 Months curriculum. Yes, look, that's a great question. Abu Obaida Shabat. Yes, you can add the School of AI logo to any course you do. All deans are authorized to use the School of AI brand on their LinkedIn profile, on their resume. You can put, I'm Dean of School of AI, and then your chapter name. On your resume, your LinkedIn, your whatever you want. You can give certificates to students, and I will give on the weekly dean email on Monday. I will give an official PDF certificate to deans as well. Okay, I promise. So I wrote that down. Of course. Any other questions? Yeah, I mean, the other thing is like I do have a specific plan that I want to enact. So I have Move 37 to complete. Then we have the research directions to the research grant program to launch. So that's going to happen within 10 weeks. And then I have a pretty big, crazy idea that I want to do. I'm not sure if I should say it out loud. But you know what? I will say it. So there is a story that needs to be told. Okay, I'll tell you guys. I don't really like saying what my plans are in general because I don't want the dopamine rush of having people congratulate me on a plan because I haven't enacted it yet. I want to do it and then people will congratulate me. But I will tell the deans alone that my plan is to visit maybe 9 or 10 deans across the world, hire a film crew, and create a documentary called The School of AI, and show these 10 incredible stories of these deans, you guys, and what's happening at this point in time in our reality about the School of AI, and have these stories told in a beautiful way, in a documentary format, and try to get this documentary on Netflix, on HBO Go, on a bunch of platforms, and eventually for free. So that's going to happen. And that's going to take all of my energy to be traveling, to be recording this footage, and to create this documentary, and to hire this film crew and this creative director. And it's going to be a huge, huge, huge thing. But that has to happen. That'd be amazing, right? So that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, it's all talk. You know, I'm all talk right now, but you guys know me. Like, I do what I say. Right? If I say something, I mean it. So that's what's going to happen. And I'm really trying to be humble about this because it's going to be a hard project to do, but it's got to happen. Okay, so that's the next thing, right? That's the next thing. Move 37, research grant, documentary, and that's going to be so good for our brand, and that's going to grow our brand so much. And notice, if you look in the general Slack channel, if you look in the YouTube comments of my videos, how many people want to join us? They've seen the incredible work you guys are doing. Okay, they've seen the pictures, the tweets, they want to be a part of this. But I have not allowed new applications for deans. Why? We have so much infrastructure, so much learning that we have to do ourselves about like what the best what the best first meetup should be like, these kind of things. And so we need to develop a very solid strategy and plan and a set of guidelines for how we should act. And when we do that, and I'm thinking within 5 weeks, so by midterms for Move 37, then we're going to open up applications to I will definitely come to South America. Then we will open up applications for new deans. And that's going to be massive. So we can essentially double. We can essentially, thank you, Kylo. It's all good though. It's all good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Then we can double the amount of deans we have, and then double the amount of chapters. And then we're going to be teaching these other deans. Oh, Colin makes a good point. That's a great point. So a hierarchy of continental, national, and regional leadership. Yeah. That's a great point. So for India in particular, India has a one person who is like the guy who's in charge of like School of AI India. And I forgot who it was, but I can look up the name. But there is that for India in particular. And there should be one for other countries as well. Yeah, that's got to happen. I think that's a great idea to simplify that hierarchy. So that's what I mean. Before onboarding, 800, 600 new deans, because there's so many, we've got to figure out this hierarchy for ourselves. But that's a great idea, Colin. Colin is one of the instructors for Move 37, by the way. A network compression video, policy gradients. Yes, policy gradients are coming, my friend. Harsh Verdun, that's coming. Dom, I love it. And I saw your tweet about the homework. Great job. You did all three, so great job. I think it should be for a country by country basis. And we should do it sporadically for countries that have a lot of activity. So India obviously has a lot of activity. Germany, yes, Germany has a lot of activity. The Netherlands has a lot of activity. Beryl is there, several other deans. And the US has not as much activity as I would like, so we're gonna focus on that as well. Did you? I gotta check that, Dom. I gotta check that again. Okay, so that's happening. And what else? After the documentary, I want us to have the best research lab in the world, because I truly believe we have some of the best untapped talent in our community, and we can leverage that. We can definitely leverage that. There are so many Einsteins and just brilliant people out there that are just not given the chance to show their stuff. And what we're going to do is we're going to find them, and we're going to give them a chance to show their work to the larger research community. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. We are the missing link in the larger AI community, all of us. The hierarchy thing sounds cool. I will definitely visit South America. Durban, that's amazing. Oh, interesting. 5 to 7 juniors reporting. That can get complicated. Let's not make this complicated, right? Let's not make this too complicated. I like the idea of like a dean in charge of a country. That is easily understandable in a sentence to new. Hey guys, we've got 800 deans. We have a dean in charge of these countries, and these are the countries with a lot of interest. And thank you, Dom. No, I am talking to you. I see you. I recognize you from Twitter. I noticed you calling. Leslie, I noticed a lot of people. MATLAB Solutions, I was just talking to you. Leslie really wanted the t-shirt, so I sent it to her. It's also in the Dean's Weekly email. Harshvardhan, I recognize all you guys. Okay, Greg, this is real. Like, I'm a human, right, here in San Francisco in my studio, and who just works really hard and takes a lot of risks constantly because I can't help myself, like starting the school and just all these things that I'm talking about. Right? Robin says, can you give idea of giving goodies with the School of AI name? That's a great point. So goodies would be like a, what do you mean goodies? Like a bag of chocolates or something? That would be great. Yeah, we could give like a little goodie basket. That's a great word you use, goodies. That makes that, yeah, stickers would be great, yeah. So stickers are actually available. Stickers are available. We have that in the Dean email, one of the Dean emails. Okay, let me write that down. Stickers. Let me just like, I keep writing down. So guys, I keep writing down like make swag in my like weekly to-do list. But I never have time to get there because content creation and like all this other stuff takes so much time. But I'm gonna be working this weekend, so I'm not doing anything too crazy this weekend. I'm going to be working. So yeah, okay, sweater. That's a sweater. I mean, okay, sweater, stickers. Sweater is a good idea. Okay, stickers. Okay, what else? School of AI Android app. That's thinking ahead right there. That is thinking ahead. We need an Android app at some point for sure. Because I saw in the Move 37 Slack channel that some people are taking the quiz for the first week on their mobile phones, which I never expected. So yes, you're right. Leslie, if you would like to design a School of AI sticker, that would be awesome. So please do that and send that to me, because by Monday I will have that sent. So I'll either make it myself unless somebody sends me a good design for it. But yeah, you guys remember that animation from that trailer that guy made? That was very cool. T-shirts as well. Look, that's the thing. Like, yes, we need some T-shirts. So here's what it is. Anybody in this live stream, if you want to make a T-shirt or a sticker, and send that to me. I will add it to the swag link that I'm going to send to all wizards on Monday. And yeah, so yeah, we'll definitely need some swag. My hair is crazy right now. I'm like trying to okay. Yeah, send me an email, send me a Slack DM. I am engaging everybody on all social platforms, but usually the Dean Slack channel is kind of where I focus my engagement on right now. Hype stickers, exactly. The Move 37 Slack channel is just literally called Move 37. Guys, I love you so much, by the way, seriously. Like, you guys to me are like my family, and I do have a family, and they're my biological family, but you guys are my, I don't want to say spiritual, because we're not going there, but my mathematical family. Let's go there. We'll make it a mathematical family. Kylo, you already know me so well. Yes, yes, AI family. We need some Star Wars memes that are related to AI. And we need a new story. We need a new Star Wars. We need a new narrative that talks about a mythology that relates to children in our current time period, that relates what's happening globally to AI, and encompasses all of that in a story, in a narrative that helps inspire a new generation to get into this technology. What if we partnered with Disney's Pixar and created a movie that talks about a little boy or a little girl who uses AI technology to save the world? And that would be amazing. And that's what's coming at some point, 2019. So one step at a time, everybody. Exactly. Don't forget to exercise. That is true. Why did you turn down the Pentagon contract job? That's a great question, Greg, because first of all, having an AI advisor to the Pentagon is an amazing thing to add to my resume and my personal brand. Yes, that's why I even took the meeting. However, this particular, I'm not going to get political. I'll get a little political with you guys. This particular administration is not the one that I personally want to have a bigger military using AI technology. You feel me? So that's why I'm not going to do this right now. But that's how that goes. It's the only time I'm going to get political in this private live stream. That's it. Anyway. But you know what I mean? So that's how that goes. Anyway. Schools in Germany are free. Germany is, I'm not gonna say Merkel. Okay, that's it for politics. Germany it has some great things going on for citizens. Love Germany. Don't be talking about Space Force. No. Space Force is coming. I hope so. That would be sick, actually. That would be sick. And Kanye would design the astronaut suits, and I would create some AI for everything, optimize the suits. We would. Enough. Okay, come to Kolkata. Kolkata. Have I been there? No, I've been to Kerala. No, I haven't been. I'd love to. Guys, I've got to go to India. That's the thing. That's what this documentary is for. It's not just to tell the narrative, to increase the brand awareness, but to physically visit these people. And I've already made one public commitment to visit Simba in Harare. So that's one Dean that I need to visit. And the other 9, I'm going to decide based on the amount of activity that's happening. Yes, we are all a family. We can all rely on each other for anything. I want you guys to be relying on each other as well for support, for anything you need. I want you guys to be very, very, very much connected, okay? We are a very exclusive network of individuals, of extraordinary individuals who are going to change the course of humanity. And I truly, truly believe that. Because I alone cannot do it all, and that's why, and neither can you. And so, but together we can. We should have a decentralized computing network for deans that can be, man, that is a great idea. And SingularityNet has reached out, and Symbiosis, another decentralized computing network. I'm actually meeting with them next week to hopefully do a paid video. Oh, by the way, to be completely transparent AF with you guys. Here's how the business model works. So I'm not making paid content, right? Not doing that. However, I have a social media manager to pay. I have an editor and an animator to pay. I have myself to pay for life. And so what I have decided on for a business model is to make one paid video per month. And that paid video, I charge 50K USD for. And last month it was Intel. I actually did it for I think it was 40K. And that's why Intel is very interested. And I'm going to do one for Intel again this month. And I'm going to do one for probably the decentralized computing network Symbiosis the month after that. But it's always, I only do it if they align with the values of our community. But that is how I'm funding this organization right now, is by making that one paid video per month. And then I can focus on making free content the rest of the month. And on top of that, we're going to have partnerships with, I want to partner with the United Nations officially. I want to partner with, somebody mentioned Bill Gates has the goal makers or the goal keepers. We want to partner with them. And we are a nonprofit, but we have a for-profit branch as well. So, and then we can utilize that. So we essentially have we have a structure. We have any kind of structure we need, right? We can use the nonprofit structure to fund the research grants. We can use the for-profit structure to fund the crazy amount of content that I'm creating. We can use the fact that we're doing free education as the first sentence of our mission to partner with literally anybody, because like somebody said in the Slack channel, anybody will partner with a nonprofit organization, which we are. Can you make money by selling t-shirts AI school? Here's the thing, I am making everything as cheap as possible. So those t-shirts have a cost to make, but I am not earning a single cent of profit on those t-shirts, right? Like I said, I have a business model. All of the money that I'm earning is through one paid video a month. And the thing is, like, even my patrons, I'm not paying as much attention to them, so that's suffering, but I need to keep up with that. And then YouTube ads is doing like okay. And then I have like book sales from a long ago. So that's like the kind of basic idea. But how do we just buy a t-shirt? Well, there's a link. If you go to the Dean's weekly email, you're gonna see a link to that. Also ask Leslie and she'll give you a link. Right. I just want people to have that. And I just made I mean, look, we could be making a lot, but the thing is, it's a balance, right? Between like, there's a balance between raising funds and then making content or teaching. And we have to, right now I'm like 95% teaching, 5% raising funds. And so far it's been working well enough. So I'm not doing anything more than that. But as soon as the need for that arises, I can promise you I'll be on top of that. TLDR, don't worry, I've got this covered. Okay, we are not in any kind of money dire situation, and we won't be as long as I'm breathing. There won't be any. Okay, so yes, Joseph, great question. So we have bylaws that I sent to Wandine, but like I said, on Monday I will send you more legal documents. Okay. All right, so Google Developer Group, I guess so. If there's a reason to partner with them, yeah. We could partner with them, maybe. All right, so I think I'm gonna end this live stream for now, but if there are any last questions, I'll go ahead and answer them. Okay, but it's a very exciting time. I've kind of revealed some of the things that I have envisioned for the future of the School of AI. Right now, most of my time is spent creating content for Move 37, and we just got that new website up, which was took a lot of work. So I did a little bit of plumbing with that. This weekend, I'm going to be creating some more assets for deans. We still have to create a document that's going to officially list how we're going to use AI to solve the 17 Sustainable Development Goals in partnership with the United Nations. But that's happening this weekend. And yeah, it's a very exciting time. So thank you guys for being here. Nikita, great question. A local nonprofit that is a subgroup of School of AI. You can, yes. And we can consider that a subsidiary. I'm not sure how it would help, but I'm down, yes. Yeah, Nikita, that would be great. And that would actually, like I said, that would be a great model that we can all learn from. So go ahead and do that. Create a local nonprofit. We'll link it up to our nonprofit, and we can see how that works. Okay. Google Colab is free. And Dom, thank you guys for doing this. Seriously, you guys are my heroes for taking the time to do this, and for just making this happen. You know, it's becoming less about me and more about the School of AI and more about you guys. You know, I'm retweeting more about work that's not my own, what you guys are doing, and I'm okay with that because that's it's the only time I'm happy to share content that's not my own is if it's of you guys. And so that's it for this live stream. Thank you for being here. And for now, I've got to go meet with Michelle, the social media manager, go over the week. So thanks for watching. Bye. Thank you, guys.